So it seems somehow fitting that if we walk into the hunting season together, we walk out of it together. Some of you may wonder, why on earth are we walking out when you have that handy-dandy four-wheeler? Well, the handy-dandy four-wheeler, right before the start of this particular B-roll footage, got hung up on a log, wedged between the back tire and the frame, sticking it. And here I am walking back to camp to get the chainsaw to free it up. The bitch of that was, I knew a lot of trees were down in the woods, but I figured I could ride around them. My instinct told me to go ahead and throw the chainsaw on the four-wheeler, but I didn't do it. Maybe out of laziness, like thinking, well, if I don't have the chainsaw, then I won't be as willing to go around the trees. This particular one, I mean, I almost had it. I probably just cut back a little early. Shit, I don't know. And I'm not sure why I didn't show it before going on. I think maybe because it seems so minor and you can't hardly tell just how stuck it is, or maybe I was thinking this footage was going to be used for something else. So my big deer that I thought I was playing chess with, if you caught the video yesterday, is I don't know, maybe a 2-year-old four-pointer. I wouldn't say that it took the wind out of my sails, but I think it goes to show just the nature of hunting. It was interesting if you watch that footage though, like, he looks at me, I look at him, I got my phone out, shooting footage of him. With the sole thing of not moving so fast as to spook him. That way he can just chill out. Meanwhile, I'm like having my eyes wide the hell open, waiting for old granddad to be over at the corner standing off to see if he survives before he can check it out. But the more I thought about it, and, you know, I was looking at his rack, and the way the scrape was, it's possible he could have done that scrape with his rack, albeit less likely. I mean, I got to use my imagination to see him get down that far, but it looked, I don't know how to put it, like, let me explain what a scrape is. So there'll be like a low-hanging branch that he sort of sniffs around, gets a lick, slobbers all over, and then below the little limb that's hanging down, they swath their antlers across the ground back and forth to kind of put their scent on the ground right there. Part of the courtship process. And then, from what I understand, and what we see on camera, like a doe will come up, she'll like piss on the ground right there, lick the branch also, and so they know when to hook up. It's sort of like the bathroom at the beach, only not gay. You know, like for a good fuck, call 1-800-SHIT. You know what I'm saying. Some of y'all may know what I'm saying. Like, you ever been to the beach bathroom and seen graffiti on the walls? It's like that, but for deer. But wasn't the guy I thought he was. I wonder what he did with his day today. Probably walk back out there again and see if that jackass was still up in that tree stand that should have been better camouflaged. But it was a challenging season this year, between leading off with a hurricane, all kinds of trees in the woods down. Like, no, I don't think a single established game trail survived. And then follow it up with just crazy rain, flooding everything. And it's been a year like no other. I mean, they always have their challenges. They always have their adventures. And combine it with the rest of the club not hunting nearly as much as I have. So a lot of times I'm doing 520 acres solo. So there's no other pressure. So it's very easy for the deer to go around me if I'm not doing my part. Like, there's no there's no funneling pressure from other hunters. And then the other properties around us getting harvested only further changes the dynamic of how the deer are going to move. Like, there's just no funneling pressure, and they don't fuck up. And the rut, I don't know, man. I don't think there's a Florida rut. I've heard that there were, and if ever there was going to be something, you would think it'd be right this last weekend. I didn't have any moon. I had a good change of weather. I was going out as soon as it was calm, and my guy that comes out is this 4-pointer. I mean, it could just be that's all that's left in the area, or all that's willing to really come out. Like, nothing really motivates a big guy to come out, and he'd have to fuck up pretty good to come out across me. Yeah. Strange the difference in feeling of the start of the season versus the end of it. It never ends the way it begins. That's for sure. Except when it's a whimper. I mean, maybe this year it ended the way it began for me. No, yeah, I guess it did, because I had that yearling come out that I let walk. That's right. So the season did end up ending the way it began for me, with letting the deer walk. Huh. Go me. I'm a saint. Anyway, cleaned up a little bit, loaded up some firewood. The four-wheeler getting stuck like that threw off my timeline, so I was going to load up a bunch of trash to take to the landfill from the camp, but that's just going to have to wait. And it's just going to have to be what it is. And we'll, got spring gobbler still. And there's a couple of good-looking toms that I saw come through the property. So that's certainly a possibility. Get is it a European mount for the thing, but for the turkey, like when they're flat? I don't know what it's called. But I may do spring gobbler just for the excuse to camp. Have another couple of campfires, which this year had 2 more campfires than what we had last year, and got wood loaded up from the property to bring home, so got more wood there. Not quite to the extent that Roared Audacity was talking about me loading up, because that's pine. I've never been big on a pine wood fire. It just burns yucky. It's always for something else. Like we never ran pine in like our chimneys, and we always avoided pine when camping because it just stunk so bad. Down here, anyway. I don't know if you're out west and you do ponderosa pine. Maybe it smells better. Hurricane, woods, flooding, injury, finances. That was the other part, man. Had some unexpected finances this year, so I had to actually save up before coming up too. That's been weird. Makes me miss being rich sometimes. We got the trade of the camper traded out with the lodge. It's been a big year. Yesterday should be even better if we keep the property. Not sure what the property owner is going to do with 60% loss on that harvest, on the tree harvest. I can't even imagine what they're going to do. Because it's not like corn or soybean where it's a single year. I mean, that's pretty bad too, but these are 20-year harvests, so you're talking about the damage resets from a 10-year clock, so you're not just losing money, you're losing a lot of time. I mean, I'm sure I'll still be on the internet, and I'm sure I'll still be making videos about it, so y'all will know soon enough. got a couple of Plan Bs going on. Just got to get my special cripple note from the doctor and maybe be hunting up Georgia way if need be. Hope everything's going good for everybody, and hope y'all had a great weekend. And I hope you're staying warm and cozy wherever you're at. Catch y'all later.